Hello and welcome to NyamNyam. Let's make these super cute Easter cakesicles. A bunny and a carrot. Start with some carrot cake crumble and cream cheese. Mix them all together. Brilliant. Now melt some white chocolate and add orange food colouring. Let's pour the melted orange chocolate into our popsicle moulds. And we've saved some plain melted white chocolate too. Swish them around to coat the sides. Refrigerate for 30 minutes. Then, pop in your cake mixture, pressing it down to spread it evenly. Add your popsicle sticks. And pour on the remainder of the melted chocolate, orange and white. You can use a knife to spread it out all the way to the edges. And refrigerate for a further 30 minutes. Once it's set, you can peel them away from the mould. There. Pop them the other way round on a plate. Time to decorate. We're adding some fondant decoration. Bunny ears, eyes, nose, mouth, whiskers and feet. Drizzling on some melted orange chocolate and a fondant stalk. And there you have a cute Easter bunny and a carrot. Oh, and did I mention? They're delicious! Let's make this amazing hot chocolate Easter mould. So delicious. So easy to make. Start with some melted dark chocolate. Then pour it into your silicone egg moulds. Swish it around to coat the sides. And refrigerate for 15 minutes. Once it's set, you can carefully peel the mould away. Brilliant. Pop that in a little bowl. Add a spoon of cocoa powder in the bottom and some mini marshmallows. Then get another half, melt the edges, and stick it on top. Amazing! Egg surprise. Now let's drizzle on some melted white chocolate. Yum! Pop that into your cup. And simply pour on the hot milk. Watch it melt away. Ooh, delicious. Try it. You won't regret it. Easter egg cookies are a must thing to have this holiday season. All you need is some butter cookies and some royal icing. Using white, we're going to cover the top of our egg-shaped cookie, and then using blue, we're going to just put some dots, big and small, on top. There you have a speckled egg. Next, we're going to coat in white royal icing once again. And now we're going to do a horizontal stripe pattern, starting with yellow, then pink. And how about some blue? Wow, so colourful! Using a cocktail stick, let's jazz it up a bit. Brilliant, look at that. Next, we're going to use blue royal icing for our base. And then coating it in yellow dots, large and small. And then little white dots around the edge to make flower-like shapes. Next, we're going to do pink royal icing with yellow dots, blue dots, and little white dots too. Brilliant! Perfect! Look at these vibrant, colourful designs. So easy, ready for this Easter. Let's make these beautiful works of art. Easter cupcakes. Gorgeous, artistic, edible delights. Here we go. Here's what you're going to need. You need a cupcake tin and 6 cupcake liners, 120 grams of self-raising flour, 120 grams of butter, 120 grams of sugar, 2 eggs, 50 grams of brown fondant, 50 grams of green fondant, a 58mm cookie cutter, a 30mm cookie cutter, a 6B icing nozzle, some flower decorations, a flower cutter, a fondant tool, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and some sugar strands. Let's start by putting our butter into a mixing bowl. Then add the sugar and give them a good whisk. Next, add in your 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and crack in your eggs. Then add the flour and whisk again. Now it's time to spoon the mixture into the cupcake cases. We're going to bake those at 180 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes, and they're going to come out looking rather delicious like this. Put them aside to cool and roll out your green fondant. Get your 58mm cookie cutter and cut your circles out. We want 3 of these. Next, using your tool, we're going to make indents all around the edge of each circle. Ah, doesn't that look pretty? There we go! Let's get some more green fondant icing, again rolling it out. There, and this time use your flower cutter. We want 2 of these. We're going to cut it up like so, separating each point. Then, using your tool, make a little indent down the middle of each. This is to make them look like leaves. Next, get your brown fondant icing and roll it out medium thick. Use your 30mm cookie cutter to cut 3 circles. And then using a knife, make 2 indents around the edge. Then, make further indents going upwards, like so. This is to make the pattern of what's going to be the outside of our basket. Next, using your thumb, create a dent in the middle. Let's cut up some more brown fondant and slice it like so. We've got 3 pieces. Take the first and roll it between your hands to make a sausage shape, very long and thin. Then cut it in the middle. Even it out. Stick the ends together and twist. Perfect. Chop off the ends to make it an even horseshoe shape. We want 3 of those. They will be the handles for your baskets. So, here are all the pieces to put together. Let's start piping our buttercream onto the cupcakes. As you can see, we've left a hole in the middle of each one. Sprinkle on your sugar strands. Lovely. Now let's get our green fondant cutouts. Pipe on a little icing in the middle and stick on your brown fondant basket. Then, using some small pieces of wire as support, we're going to piece it all together. So put one piece of wire on each side of the basket, like so. Then pipe on a little icing and some in the middle. And now stick on your twisted handle. You see how it's all coming together? Brilliant. And let's place some chocolate eggs in the middle. And our green fondant leaves, accompanied by the flower decorations. Brilliant! Now all you need to do is stick your basket onto your cupcake. And we are done. Look at that! Beautiful Easter baskets on top of delicious vanilla cupcakes. Awesome! Feel free to make any kind of basket you like. We've made it using fondant, but you could use candies or chocolates. Anything you like, really. Whatever you do, I'm sure it's going to look fantastic. Easter cupcakes. Why not have a go? They're delicious. Here's our Easter cupcake recipe. In a bowl, whisk 200 grams of butter until creamy. Then sift in 400 grams of icing sugar. Add 1 teaspoon of milk and whisk until smooth. Incorporate half a teaspoon of vanilla essence for a lovely flavour. Now melt some chocolate. We're using 100 grams of dark chocolate. And just mix that in. And there, your chocolate frosting is ready to put in your piping bag. Get your cupcake and pipe the chocolate frosting on top in a nest-like pattern. Place your mini chocolate eggs on top of the frosting. And your Easter cupcake is ready! Beautiful! Now for some chocolate overload cupcake! Get your cupcake, pipe on your chocolate frosting and decorate using chocolate sprinkles, chocolate flakes, any chocolate you like. Let's overload it with chocolate. Then add some yellow fondant icing, some candy flowers, and decorate with royal icing to make a cute little chick. See? The egg has hatched. How cute! Now for our next recipe, we're making Easter carrot cupcakes, starting by using some separate buttercream frosting with orange food dye to achieve a carrot colour. We've still got our chocolate frosting, so first we're going to pipe that onto our cupcake. And then dip the cupcake into crushed Oreo crumbs for a soil-like appearance. Now pipe the orange frosting on the top to resemble a carrot. And finish off with green candy laces as the carrot's green top. There, your Easter carrot cupcake is ready to be enjoyed. Are you ready to make some sheep cupcakes? Yes! We're going to add some buttercream frosting to a cupcake. No need to use any food dye this time. Top it with a chocolate piece to create the head of the sheep. Then place small marshmallows for the wool. Use some buttercream icing to add eyes and a tail to the sheep. Then stick on some edible eyes to give it a cute sheep face, and your sheep cupcake is ready to devour. These revised instructions provide a bit more detail and clarity for each cupcake, making the decorating process more enjoyable and ensuring a great end result for your Easter-themed treats. Enjoy making and sharing them.